Well, hello everyone. Happy Just Do It July. Greetings from the front porch of my parents' house here in Moscow, Idaho. It's a lovely, I don't know, it's in the low 80s, but like this much humidity, which it's just glorious. I'll give you a little view. Here we are. They
Oh,
they live in town. My sister comes back today from her pony club camp, and then I'll be headed out to her house. So I'll make sure to post pictures from there. You can't see another house from her house. Their driveway is 1 mile long, like back into the which sounds absolutely lovely in June, July, and August, but in the snow they have to plow their own driveway. Like they have a full on full size snow plow, and it's so windy, and the drifts will be anyway. So greetings. Hello. How are you guys?
we're great.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so excited for today's call. And we had talked last week just about, I'm like, where have we been with our the done list? And I think there is so much power in, well, there's a lot of power in our words and what we speak over ourselves, what we speak over our children. And I was out walking with
Oh,
a
amen.
friend. Um, amen, exactly. Walking with my sweet friend Sheila. And I don't know if any of you have walking partners, but they become kind of your therapist, right? Because you walk for 45 minutes an hour and just chat the whole time. And you just really, I can tell when we haven't spent time together. And it's like, we need a 2 hour walk just to get caught up, right? Like just all the, and they just know, anyway. So we're walking along and she had said something. She's a little bit older than I am. And something about, and I laughed about, oh my gosh, look at you getting old. And then we were talking about something. I said, oh, and when, my blood clot, and she had to stop. She doubled over laughing. She's like, oh my gosh, Jill, like, she's like, it don't claim it as mine. It wasn't yours. It was A. I'm like, you're right, you're right. And it's gone and it's never happening again. And it has been making me think of just the power of our words and what we say and the power of the to done list and saying, I did this and I recruited to and then every day when you see that, you're seeing it as it happened and not what do I still have to do, which I mean it is. I mean, you still need to get this done. And then I think what's the worst thing if it doesn't happen, right? And you guys all know Tammy and her team decided to make a go for it. Let's hit division by July 2nd. Which when you go to promote to division, Park Lane looks at it's a 2 month qualification period. So June, and now that it's July, well, $20,000 retail with 1 week of July. So it was going to be a major stretch and getting Christy's new stylist another $400 net and on to get her qualified to promote Christy. And we decided to make a run for it and it's not going to happen. And she and I, will voice text back and forth this morning and it's okay. It's okay, right? The world doesn't stop turning. We have 3 more weeks in July, which I mean, I can't imagine their team wouldn't hit it. But again, if it didn't hit it, what? It's okay, right? Like it just, and I think just
Keep trying till you succeed. That's all she's got to do.
absolutely, and still and going for it. I think it's that allowing your brain to go for it, and if we don't push for it, and I think so often we think we hold our goals so close, and so my goal is to get out of bed and get dressed. Yay, you can put a check mark next to it. And if that's all you want to accomplish out of your life, yay. Right? And I know that's not what you guys want to accomplish because obviously you're here. Um, but giving yourself permission to stretch a little bit, giving yourself permission um, to, and in Knoxville, big, hairy, audacious goals. And there's a thing about when you start hanging around people that do that, it just kind of starts your goal of getting out of bed and getting dressed starts to feel like, wait, maybe I want to push a little further and push a little harder. And again, I know I'm preaching to the choir talking to you guys. So with our July to done list, and there is so much power in sharing that as well and giving each of us ideas of what what kind of things should I put on my to-done list? Like, what kind of things should I be going for? So I was going to have each of you share two or three that are on your to-done list for July, and just in giving each of us ideas, and then um, I'll have you screenshot or take a picture of and post it in the group, everything on your list. So again, we can get ideas and whatnot for that. Sound okay?
Sure.
Anybody on a timeline today? I know Jen, you usually are. Not today. Are you on holiday already?
No, I'm at work, but our commission meeting got canceled for the 4th of July week. I'm at the car dealership getting my car oil change right now.
Well, I love that
Are
you can
you
double.
making a sparkle friend while you're there, Jen?
Sorry,
Yeah.
there is a lot of background noise. What'd you say?
Are you making a sparkle friend while you're there?
No, no, they're all men here.
That's okay. Men bye.
No, I didn't bring anything. I know I got to get into the habit of it.
It's all right. I love that you asked the question, Carrie. That is,
Yeah.
and I'm realizing, good grief, Jill, I traveled and I didn't put my sparkle. Literally, it's a sparkle box full of sparkle in my carry-on. Like, come on, we really have to get into the habit of doing it for sure. Well, Jen, then I won't make you go first. I'll let you sit and get everybody else's ideas. Who wants to go first?
I'll
Or
go
is it
first. I don't
okay?
have them written though, but because Carrie just told me we were supposed to do that, and I got
It's
sidetracked.
That's
and
okay. She's been helping me get the messenger party as Dana's pushing me. So,
good.
Oh,
yeah,
Very
and she's
good.
doing great, and she is doing the launch show on the 8th, and she is running a messenger party alongside it. I'm very excited for her. She's doing a good job.
uh-huh.
Fantastic. And congratulations, Carrie, on your new stylist.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Alrighty, Lori,
My
you're to
done
done list.
list is
I got your
uh,
back. I got my pen and paper ready.
I have two shows already on the books for when we get back from Sparkle, but my goal is to book two more and then get two from each of those to give me six total
So,
for the month.
so your to done list is to have 6 shows in July.
Or at
Okay.
least have them on the books. They can run into August. I'm okay with that.
Right. They don't need to close in July, but that you had the
Correct.
party. You
Correct.
you did the Facebook
And
Live. I think.
also one recruit. I'm not going to say two. I'm going to say one. I have someone in mind that I'm hoping will get the feel for it. We'll see.
Fabulous. All right. And one more.
Mm, well, of course, I want to reach my goal for my 600 for the month, but I'd like to stretch past that.
So 6 shows in July. What would you like to do for retail?
Well, what I would like them to be is at least $1,000 a piece, but I would be happy if all of them are qualifying.
So $1,800 in retail.
Sure. At least,
Okay.
yes, minimum.
At 1,800 retail. Perfect. Fantastic, my dear. All right. Who wants
Thank
to go
you.
next? I love it. Anybody else on a timeline? I should ask that. Sorry. All right. Who wants to go next?
Well, I'm always last, but I guess I'll go.
Carrie, here we
I
go.
like being last. Okay. I have my new recruits launch party on the 8th. I'm actually going to be holding my first messenger party, understanding it, doing all of that. My July goal is to branch with my other recruit before I go to convention, if possible. If not, it will be after that to earn RRC1 and RRC4 because I want both of them to qualify in July. So I think I got that right. Sponsor 2 recruits who qualify 1,000 in a calendar month.
Yes, that's start in an accounting month. that go on to qualify. So if they qualify in the same month, that's great, but they just need to start in the same month for
Well,
our
I
example.
want to, I'm saying I don't like to fly, but I want to try and earn points. So if I qualify both of them, I get 4,000 points instead of 2.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. So Amber, so you've got Amber and Sharon.
Sharon, correct.
Okay. And so you're going to do a launch party for Amber as well?
We already did Amber's launch party and it was not too good. It had $300, but we're going to continue. I haven't submitted it.
Okay.
So I will continue. I'm still working on that, and she is not going to continue. She got off
Okay.
social media totally. But if she qualifies me, that's all. I don't care what she
Yeah.
does. So,
Perfect.
and then I want to have that would qualify me for if I stay on track, I'll have RRC1 and RRC2, and then I want to have another. I want to work on another recruit, work on a Sparkle box, at least one more if possible, and work on bookings. I'd like to have at least 2 in July. I'm not going to push for more because we have Sparkle and
Oh,
I
good.
have to get back.
It's okay.
And further than that, I will be pushing to area.
Fabulous. Oh my goodness, honey, I love it. And it really is that it happened. Lots of recruits that come in and they launch and they qualify and they don't go anywhere. So that is not on you at all. And even as when I talk about it on Free Necklace Night, I say, come in, give us a try. If at the end of that launch party you're like, you know what, this isn't what I thought it was going to be, the jewelry's yours, the money's yours, take it and go.
Yeah.
Like it is okay. And it allows you to still meet all of her people. And that is where in that launch party, I still message all of her people. So in that messenger party, one of the things is, did you respond back to my message? And that, I won't lie, is a little bit of a CYA for me. Because if she decides not to go forward, guess what? All of those contacts are yours. All of
Right.
those future parties are yours. All of those future stylists are yours. So I have gals, or I had a gal last year that halfway through her launch party, she was like, Jill, I just cannot do this. It is too much. Let's just submit the party. And I was like, would you be okay if I just took it and I finished with it? And because you would really help me, you would be my trip recruit. Can I get you qualified anyway? And the sweet thing, I mean, she and I go way back in Premier. And she said, sure, that's fine. And so I added orders to it. I followed up with every single one of the other gals that hadn't ordered yet. And she was so sweet. She got her qualified. She was a qualifying trip recruit for Dublin. And she was like, Jill, you did all the work on the rest of it. She sent me a Venmo for her commission of all the rest of it. I said, okay, I'll drink a beer in Dublin for you.
Well, and that's what Amber said too. She just decided to help me qualify, and I told her she could keep the commissions, but we're going to do everything else. But she said no. And I said, well, you can keep half then. So I think we'll do that.
Hey, can I add something real quick?
Sure.
What you just said, Jill, is the perfect reason why anytime we do a party, especially a launch party, we should message each one of the guests personally with how do you know Sharon or whatever. Me and Carrie were talking about it earlier, and we understand most of the gist of it, but it just really hit me hard just now when you said that, because if they don't go any further, you've made contact with those people.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Yes. So
That is great.
I booked parties from that launch party that she didn't want to do. I did them. A
Yeah.
number of those gals were on our Empower event because they're still in my spin cycle, on my list and in my VIP group. And so it is a win-win-win on that. And so Carrie, all of that for you not to think that it was something you did wrong. Nope, we give them that permission from the get-go.
I know it wasn't me because she didn't even participate in the party. She ended up with some kind of had to go do something, and her mother popped in, and they didn't even hardly have anybody on the party. She didn't hardly invite anybody. And she didn't like the way the messenger party was going. She didn't want to do it that way. She just wanted to do a Facebook party because they don't have time to do chat. They didn't like all the chatting that was going on. It was just a whole ordeal. But it's okay. It's good.
It's so good. I'm so excited for you. Oh my gosh,
Thank
Carrie.
you.
And so excited to have you back. I know I keep saying that, but it's official.
Thank you. And I'm excited to meet you.
To meet
I'm
you.
excited to be back.
And
Y'all
you,
were sad.
Jen.
I was crying. I was sad.
I know.
Oh, we're gonna have so much fun. All right. But don't say anything in front of Kelly. The FOMO.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kelly. I know. Her and I talked. It was a bittersweet situation for us.
For sure. Well, Kelly, do you want to go next?
Nope. Look her eyes. Trying to mute her.
Yeah,
Welcome.
my mouse was not. I was like, click, click, click. It could be because it's cordless. The batteries are low. So yeah, it's gonna be bittersweet, but I'm trying to make the best of it and trying to. So, well, y'all know it's 8:30 that a lot like the evening things will like the jewelry will be shared at 8:30 p.m. And I would love to either get my stylist in this area together at my house to be able to see the jewelry, or do like my customers, but it's 8:30 and my kids are in bed. So I'm trying to figure out how I could possibly do some type of an event around that. So
Is that 8:30 our time or 8:30 Eastern time?
well, it'll be your time when you're over here.
Oh, you're in Tennessee?
No, ma'am, I'm in Florida.
Oh.
Yep. So, but yes, so, I am gonna miss out, but it'll be all right. It'll all work out. There's a reason and a rhyme. So, so my to-done list, I actually was just looking at the RRC stuff, and I guess I could potentially, if I can get Faith to reply and to get her social so that I can get this party switched over to her, and then she could submit it. She'll get paid $100 and then a little over 100, and then she would get her free jewelry. But if I did that, and Mandy wants to, will probably, even if she doesn't reach the 10 orders, because she wants to submit to get her money back off of the kit. We're going to probably submit her party today. So that would be Mandy and Faith. That we would be starting, right? Because starting means that they submitted something.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. So I like that cloud necklace. So I would really like to do RRC2 and then 4 with me, I guess. So I got RRC2. I had 3 hostess parties, so not my events.
Wait, I'm sorry, Kelly. So RRC 2, you want to hit the 2,500 or qualify 2 people?
The 2,500.
Okay, sorry. So hit RRC 2 and RRC 4.
Yes.
Fabulous.
3 hostess parties. I would like for those parties to be 500.
Okay.
We, as in my team, achieved area. And then last 2 are hostess coach. I liked your A++ hostess coaching. And then the text the other day with Nikki. I want to automate a lot of and utilize Project Broadcast better. And automate the hostess coaching, because I'm copying and pasting over, and I'm like, why am I doing this? It could be automated. So so that, and get that set up. And then I want to lead my team well with Callan and her business taking off, her and her husband's pest control business, we've been communicating a lot, and I've kind of stepped in more to start kind of leading her girls. She was a great leader, so I really wasn't needing to lead them. But she is, because of her stepping down, or not down, but away a little bit from her business. And so I'm easing into that. And just graduate. Brienne, who is that girl? Sorry.
Sorry.
A squirrel just popped up. Yeah, so I really want to pour into them and step into leading better and more.
Fabulous, fabulous. And that again, as people come and go and times in their life, and you know that you have that connection with the gals on their team, and to come in and help them while she's focused on her and her husband's business and getting that thing off the ground and whatnot. The Kelly, I'm so excited. Bree, welcome to the club, my friend. This is something we do every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific. And it's an accountability. Like it is, tell us where you're at, tell us where you want to go. The ideas that I won't lie, it's my favorite hour of the whole week. I just leave here so motivated and focused and intentional. And so it really, today's call, and every month you have to opt in. So I will add you to our chat for this, but it's Just Do It July. And today we're talking about our to-done list for July. So not your to-do list, because you write it like it's already happened. Like I did it. Here's what I did in July and the power of that. And yay! So I'll let you listen to a couple others, and then you'll get the gist of it, and you can share your to-done list at the end here. And I promise not to keep you guys past 11 a.m. here, Pacific time. All right, who wants to go next? Jen, Belinda?
I can try. It's a little loud in here. So my to-done list already for July, I have 2 events scheduled before Sparkle. I'm going to do a kind of a de-stash sale, and I did get my coffee shop booked. So I'm on the books officially to do the coffee shop. That just happened last night. He got back with me just in time.
So you're going to do your coffee shop party and
like
sale?
a de-stash sale or a sample sale. Yeah, it's really hard to get rid of things. I love everything so much. It's really hard. So I'm going to at least commit to those 2. July's going to be tough because not only am I in Knoxville, I'm going to New York City right after that. So just trying to squeeze things in. But I'm going to try and get 2 events on the books for after Sparkle. So this is not my to-done list, it's my to-do list. But also on my to-done list, I do have 1 recruit, my first recruit. So it's pretty big for me. So there's a lot to do with getting her set up and qualified. So to done, I've got a recruit. To do, get her qualified.
Right. Well, and with the to-done list, it's not things you've already accomplished. It's things that at the end of July will be accomplished. So
Okay.
Fingers crossed,
Yep,
hopefully. So
2 events before Sparkle, 2 events after Sparkle for July. When I'm at the Coffee and Sparkle, my goal is to get 2 bookings out of that, aiming for August dates, and I'd like 4 total August dates. So laying the seeds for those this month to get them booked up into August. I do have a second recruit I'm working on. She, Lola, said that she took the little booking thing, but she didn't do all the steps. I think she kind of I don't know if she got confused on what it was or if she needs me to walk her through, but we've got a time change difference and I haven't been able to connect with her during her day, during my day, during our evenings. But she's who I'm going to New York with. So if I don't get it solidified now, we're totally going to have one-on-one time in New York. Yep. And I do have a third recruit who is 99% certain she'll start in August. That's just around the corner. I'm telling you, I'm going on this trip, Jill. It's going to be Europe and I'm going.
I just want to pause for a minute and to see where Jen has come from. Like when she started with 12 women that she knew in her entire circle. Like you are going to be my poster child, Jen, of the gal who's like, I just don't know anybody. And oh my gosh, Proud mama moment here. I'm just gonna sit here and I'm so proud of you because you have put in the time. You have been consistent. You have been patient. You have been. We're coming up on your 1 year anniversary. You
Yeah,
haven't.
I think it's like today or tomorrow. I got to renew by tomorrow.
Yes.
So I think it's literally one of these days is the anniversary date.
So heads up, if you don't renew, Park Lane locks you out. So it's not a month. It's that.
I'll do
Ask
it
me
today.
how, yeah, ask me how I know.
Ask me how I know. Yeah, I'll put that on my renew, put it on my list.
I renewed. Who is your third recruit?
That's Jen Bauman,
Oh yeah.
one of my best customers. Yeah. And I think Clarissa is, I mean, she's going through some tough times right now, so I'm just giving her a lot of love and support. But she really needs more income. So I'm just giving her a little bit of space to get through the emotional part of where she is, and then I'm gonna hit her with the opportunity. Maybe I can get her to, oh no, Wednesdays are really tough for this group. They're all kind of the same church group, so they do Wednesday night church things. So try and get them on the Sunday.
I have had nearly equal success with, hey, if I sent you the recording, would you watch it? And you can
Okay.
still get in on the drawing. And I will tell you, talking to Carolyn and Rayanne, they have as many people take the survey from the recording as they do from the actual.
Okay.
So don't feel like it has to be that Wednesday night. I mean, if timeline, 7:30 Central obviously doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah.
But the power of that recording, I know I have not harnessed it like I should have, but it really, and there's something about getting in a drawing, which is so funny.
True.
Drawings don't motivate me at all. I just think I never win anything. So that mindset, which needs to go, I've won 2 things from Park Lane already, a Coach Person, a Kate Spade. It's not like I don't win anything anymore, but they just don't getting a ticket in a drawing. So I have to remind myself that does motivate a lot of people. So,
I don't
and
want
of course,
anything, and I want the red purse, and I don't wear
isn't
red.
that gorgeous?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would wear red for that. Oh my
I'd wear red.
gosh. That anthropology is gorgeous. Jen,
So
oh my
Joe,
gosh.
I'm probably going to need to set some time up with you to learn what I need to do next. I'm not really sure what I need to do for coaching and stuff.
And I with the crazy of all of this and getting out of town, we need to set up a time to do the success plan for and tell me her name, your new stylist.
Marsha.
Marsha. That's her Facebook name, y'all. Marsha.
Yeah.
So set up a 3-way chat, you, me, and
Okay.
Marsha, and let's pick a time to get her success plan, and that's going to start the ball rolling for all of this.
Okay.
So
You have time while you're in Moscow?
yes.
Okay.
I'm making time. So
okay.
Perfect. Oh my goodness. All righty, Jen. Okay, Miss Belinda.
Okay. To done. I am working on, I'm trying to get from our Empower, a former classmate of mine, elementary classmate, was on there. So she kind of said she was the 8, I think. What was our numbers? 1 to 5. So she was a 4. I think she was a 4. And so she kind of said, well, after my grandkids go back to New Orleans. So we're supposed to be, she had gotten some jewelry from my sample sale. So hopefully she and I are going to connect tomorrow and I can see where she is. But I'm going to also try to get her on tonight for the free necklace call. So I'm working on that. I had at the vendor event I did, I don't think it was usually successful across the vendors as far as orders and stuff like that. But I did have a couple of people who had commented on my post about the Empower. And one couldn't because she was busy, and the other one, something came up at the last minute. So I'm trying to get her. I sent her the link for tonight, and I think she might pop on because she didn't say no. So maybe she'll pop on. So I'm following up with my contacts from the vendor event that replied to my post and stuff like that. Because that just ended last night. So I'm still going to reach out to those people. I did use Helpful Holly for my theme on because we got to post one post every night, and then one time we could go live. And so we had scheduled times. And of course, with me working, a lot of my times was at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock when I'm sitting at work. So I scheduled those posts. And I did a like Deal or No Deal, but I did Jury Island and Helpful Holly every day. I was like, okay, keeping with the theme. I want to focus on this. And so she gave me verbiage. And then even at the end, when we left, when I ended it, let me get into my chat GPT. So that was pretty cool that that I kept going with I stayed in the same post. And so I said at the end, I wanted something for the last day saying, we were wrapping it up on Jury Island. It's been fun and all of that. So this is what she said. The final day on Jury Island. Thank you so much for joining and participating this week. It's been fun. It's been real, but the time has come to officially wrap up our adventure on Jury Island. And some of that was verbiage I said to her. Before we sail off, let's do a quick recap of all the sparkle and steals from this week. Everyday 2+4 customer special, BOGO special, Sparkle Box, Hostess Rewards, Stylist Perks. On the Sparkle Box, she put a monthly surprise of exclusive jewelry delivered right to your door. On the Hostess Rewards, she put get hundreds in free and discounted jewelry just for gathering a few friends. Stylist Perks, love jewelry, want extra sparkle money or side hustle, let's chat. My VIP group where the sparkle never ends and the party keeps going. She had referenced that several times whenever we referenced my VIP group. Shopping link, don't forget to grab your favorites before the specials end. Participation drawing, I need to go back to that. Thank you again for making Jury Island so special. I hope your heart is full and your wish list is even fuller. See you in my VIP group. So she had a lot of good verbiage each night that I said, okay, well, I want to focus on this or that, and stuff like that. And we kept it with the Jury Island theme and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. I need to make sure that my commission is $500 because I have a car note to pay as of this month. And since I'm going to Knoxville, I need $1,000 for this month so I can pay my car note and pay this trip.
Fabulous.
I'd like to have 4 parties. I'd like to have 1 party. I'd like to start and say I got 3 to go, but I'd like to try for 4. I try for 4 every month, but anyways, sooner or later, my people gonna start doing something. 1 Sparkle Box. I'm still working with my cousin who keep telling me she want to be a restart, but she kind of fickle, I believe. So maybe she'll surprise us and be my restart. 1 Sparkle Box. Like I said, I need to follow up with a few people that did respond to my post in the vendor events and stuff like that in the vendor event. So that's all, just trying to just get started again. So
I love it. Nothing like having a financial need to get your honey moving, huh?
yeah, I need to pay this car note. I really need to pay this car note.
I love it, Belinda. Well, and that you keep track of, I paid it. My business paid it. And it's so validating. It's so, all of those things of, money doesn't buy happiness, but good grief. And I can drive places because of it. So and to connect jewelry to that and the efforts that you're putting into it, towards that. So
I'm excited about going to Knoxville. I hadn't said nothing, but I had already been kind of checking because the fear of missing out was really strong. So I was already checking on the airlines. And then when we got my new car, I was thinking, maybe Chris will ride with me and we drive up there. So I was already looking to see how many miles it was and all of that. So I'm excited I'm trying not to stress about my job, because my pastor is actually in India right now. He left Sunday to go to India for 2 weeks because that's where he's from. God bless you. And he comes back the weekend I'm leaving. So I was nervous about that because, I don't want to say it out loud. I run stuff around here. Act like I do anyways. But anyway, so I was like, oh, can I go? I know this right when you come back. So do everything that I can. He did tell me I could come. So I was like, let me just make sure I check all the boxes. So when he come back, he don't have to wonder what's still hanging in the air, So that was my one drawback. I was like, oh, I don't know. It's stressing me out, but I'm excited about going.
So, oh my gosh, we're gonna have so much fun. Oh my goodness. The Karen, can you chime in? All right, I know Karen's at work here. The Bree, do you want to chime in?
I do. I was gonna say 3 parties by the end of the month, but now I'm feeling more like 4 because I just heard from a potential hostess. So I'm almost cried because I'm like, I don't know why I'm nervous about it because I know I'm capable of it. So sorry, I'm trying to put my dogs outside. Harley, go. Go. My big old Bernese. Um, so yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat as Belinda. All these extra expenses that popped up. I flew out to Michigan last week and it was like a 3-day turnaround trip real quick. So I was not expecting that. And then to get on the same flight as my sister and brother cost even more money. So like I want to pay that back. And yeah, there's just so many things I want to do around our house that cost more money and that's more of our financial needs. So yeah. So,
Absolutely, absolutely. So held 4 parties in July, of which
yes.
some of them are going to be in person. Yes. Oh, Bree, you froze up. Oh no.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Okay, you're here. The
Oh, am I back?
I can hear you.
Ah,
Is it me that's frozen? Can you guys hear me?
yes. Was
Okay,
I
good.
frozen
Good.
or was it you?
Yes.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna have a personal party. I'm not sure if Diane is gonna do online or in person quite yet.
Okay.
So we have her on the books. Um, but then I have my other hostess at the end of the month, and then I'm gonna do my own personal party. So if I can get my friend Shelly on the books, that's 4. So yeah, just to get back up on my feet. So
I'm so excited for you, girl. That's so you guys, she just submitted her restart party Thursday, right? And I need to do the drawing for that. Oh my gosh.
yeah,
Okay. If you can send me the list of everyone who ordered,
okay,
how many orders did you have?
10.
10. Perfect. Send me the list so I can do the drawing for that. I'll put it in your party group.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, Michigan kind of threw things for a loop. So
Not a problem, my dear. Oh my goodness. So you held 4 parties in July. What else
uh-huh.
is on your to-do list?
Um, I would like to schedule August too while I'm at it. So that way I'm thinking ahead and not stressed out. But like I'm the kind of person that I need my space to be organized and like ready to go. So I have all the behind the scenes stuff done. I have these spreadsheets set up and ready for me to just keep track of all my shows and stuff for tax purposes. And then like I have the label printer right here and a food scale right here, all these things he told me to get. So I'm like, I'm ready. Like I cleared out my office. I'm ready to sit down and do the dang thing. So
I love it. How many parties do you want in August?
I want to start with 4 until like I feel like I got it down and build from there. Do you feel like that's a good number?
I think that's a great number. I
Okay.
think that the biggest mistake a new stylist or a restarting stylist makes is waiting too long in between parties
Yeah.
because then you like forget what did I do last time? I can't even remember. So
Yeah.
especially like when I shifted over to that messenger party, it seemed very overwhelming. Like, oh my gosh. And now I just don't even think about it. It's like boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom. And I can't believe how easy it is.
Yeah.
And yet it is
That's
a lot, but
yeah. That's something I need help with now because I was like, we're doing it totally different than how I originally launched.
right.
So,
Right. But
yeah.
once you get it, you've got it. And so
Yeah.
if anything, but not doing too many parties at once and being overwhelmed. So it's that,
Yeah.
like, I wouldn't do more than one a week.
Yeah.
And for me, it has just helped so much having them every Sunday. So I
Yeah.
know on Mondays, I meet with my hostesses. On Tuesdays, I check in with her. How are the invites going? On
Yeah.
Wednesdays, I check in with her again. On Thursday,
Yeah.
you know, and Fridays, I open the messenger group. And so that has helped me so much with all the other crazy versus sometimes they're on Thursday, sometimes they're on,
Yeah. I'm thinking
you know.
that's what I'm gonna try to do as well. Like for the summer, I'm good, but like once school starts again, I'm like I'm gonna need that routine, just like you. So I should probably aim for that right now instead of wait. So
And then once you know what you're doing, to do two hostesses on a Sunday night is
yeah,
easy. It's
yeah,
so easy once you know what you're doing,
yeah,
um, for that. And I have found, and then you're constantly going live without even thinking about it with a whole style show in that VIP group that
yeah.
it's there, something's going on. When do you go back to school?
We start halfway through August,
Okay.
I think.
All
I'm
right.
so I'm hoping to have July and August booked out for the next 2 months. So that's my to
And to your to done list. Are you planning to go to Sparkle?
yes, I registered for that like 2 days ago.
Great. Put that on your to done list. I went to
Okay.
Sparkle. I watched. There's something powerful about watching the Zooms live. Like I have
Yeah.
done Sparkle where it's like, you know what, I'll get to it later, and they don't send you the replay till the following day. And now
Yeah.
you're trying to watch the next one and that one, and the
Yeah.
after parties are so. I mean, to really, I would challenge you to make the time for it, especially this summer one when you've got the ability to do that. So
I can do that.
I can do that. Yeah. So went to Sparkle and made the most of Sparkle and all the things. So, all righty. Miss Karen, do you want to chime in?
I could get myself off of mute. Okay, so I think, uh, well, my to-done list is to do I had 3,000 for my sales, but I think because of we get the extra points, right? So I need to go for the 3,033, I think, right?
Yes, 3,333.
Or
Yes.
333, that's what I meant. I've got 2 parties booked for this month, but not till after the new jewelry comes out. And then I've got 2 events. I've got them booked at the brewery by my house and then the wine bar on a different night. And gosh, I'm trying to think what else because I'm working, so I don't have my list here in front of me.
Oh, it's okay.
But I'd like to get 2 bookings from each party that I do and each of the events, minimum 1, but I'm shooting for 2 because I need to step up my party game. And then I'm planning on, I'm assuming Park Lane's going to have free shipping again. So if so, I'll do one of my messenger parties this weekend. And I'm going to do a sample sale. I have it on my calendar, but sometime right before Sparkle to unload some of my jewelry and have some money to spend on some of the newer things because I want to do, like, I think it was either you and Jen, like on that order on that Thursday, because then you get, I think it's like triple points or something.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So
Put your new Sparkle order in. I don't typically say that, but if you're going for the trip, you can have it in your back office ready to roll. So all you have to do is hit submit early Thursday morning. So
right.
That's where I
good.
want to be. I want to be able to hit the submit button too.
Yep, ready to go. Karen, that's so exciting. Oh my goodness, girl. It's been so fun watching your consistency and commitment as well. So hats off to you, my friend, and juggling this in and around working full time or
Oh,
not
no, I don't
full-time, but
work
a
full
lot.
time.
I
No.
know you don't work full-time, but
I really
around
don't
all the
work that
events.
much. I work 2 days a week, one week, and 3 days the other week. And it's never 8 hours. It's maybe 5 hours. So it's not like I don't have the time, but that is something I really do have to work on. It's just the consistency. I know that that's where, I really need to work. So I'm trying to.
Good. Well, you know what? Aiming for it versus, just sitting on the couch. There's that. So you're heading there. You're heading in the right direction. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, you guys. Well, let me share some of the things on my um to done list. And I actually put it in the reminders on my phone. Um, that's so weird. Can y'all still see me or no? Does it turn my camera off when I go to?
Right, let's see. No,
All
see.
All right, my to done list. Oh my goodness, let's see. I ended the month with more than 13,500 points for the trip. So that is a big one. So those of you that are going for this trip, if you want in either to get in or to stay in with the trip mastermind with Jennifer and I, you need to end July with 13,500 points. So keeping a look at that trip tracker, watching those points. Step one is maximizing what historically they've done with the triple points. So historically, triple points for anything personal that we have done from the Thursday after the new jewelry is released, which is July 17, through the last Wednesday of the month, triple points. And they max it out at 10,000 points. So anything after that is double points. So don't stop. But really looking to maximize that 3333. Of course, your sample order is going to count in that. You guys know I don't typically do in-person parties, but I am going to do some in-person parties. There is something I was just reminded, did a launch party a week ago for a new stylist in my area. She's actually a second level, Delane, and 11 gals in the room. They all walked out having placed an over $100 order. Like, I mean, the party was at, I got to her house at 5:30. The party was at 6. I was walking out of her house at 9:30. Done. $1,100 in orders. Like so that 4 hours. And then you think, okay, the online party, well, you're spending that much time. It's just dribbled out over days and days. And so there's just, Jill, if you can find a 4-hour block and go and do it. And there's something about getting the jewelry in front of people. And I love watching their faces. So they first walk in and it's kind of that's the sales lady. And you can kind of see the wall like, don't look her straight in the eye. It's the sales lady. and I don't get in their face. And let's not even talk about jewelry. Let's just, hey, how do you know the hostess? Our kids go to school, or where do they go to school, or we go to church together, or we sing in the Sweet Adelaides. She's at one of the Sweet Adelaides in town, and just chat them up. And then doing the presentation and watching them interact with the jewelry after you've done the presentation is night and day. It is so fun to watch. Oh my God, like I had to wipe the saliva off the jewelry before I could put it away. It was hysterical. Where before it was like, hey, it's a very hands-on party. Pick out 1 or 2 pieces to wear. That's how you're going to introduce yourself. Everybody wants to see it on. And I'd see them put a piece on and then they'd take it off and put it back on the table. Well, I want other people to get to see it. And it's like, afterwards, man, they're putting jewelry on each other. It is hysterical. So if you have not done an in-person party or it has been a while, like to just rip the Band-Aid off, Brie, you'll be reminded of why you do this. You do want to have catalogs. I didn't order any of the retro chic catalogs because I knew it was track season and I was not planning to do any in-person parties, and it made it obviously not impossible, $1,100 worth of orders, but and especially with the special, I'm like, you can take anything up to 100 for free. Well, which items are 100? And I'm trying to check out other people, and my new stylist was trying to help them too, but to have the catalogs, and on the catalog in Sharpie, write show copy, because they just think they can take the catalogs. It's like, no, please don't. You're not going to order from the catalog. Like, yeah, Brie.
Diane's is before Sparkle.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna go to Office Depot because I messaged you about this and print them out over there. so they have something to flip through, or would you recommend not doing that?
I think a great alternative, tag your jewelry with the prices.
Okay.
So then they know. They
Okay.
know what the prices are. When is her party going to be?
It's gonna be on, oh gosh, I don't even have my calendar in front of me. Hang on.
Okay.
It's not this Sunday, but the 13th.
You know what? I bet put something in our Sparkle Gems chat group. Hey, would anybody have 3 or 4 catalogs they could mail me and
Okay.
I'll buy them and pay for shipping? That's going to be hecka cheaper than
Okay.
printing and spiraling and bounding. And I know one of your sisters has some catalogs.
Okay.
I have some catalogs.
I would say I
Oh.
have some too if she needs
They're
some.
amazing. Well,
connect
I'll
connect the dots with your sister. So, but I think even tagging the jewelry would have been night and day, depending on how much jewelry you have.
Okay. I have a
Do you feel
lot.
like you have a good? Okay.
Yeah.
How many people do you think she'll have at her party?
I have no idea. I have
Hope it's
no
a lot.
idea.
Of course,
Huh?
I had an in-person party with a
I
lot
don't
of
think
as
I
well.
don't think it'll be a ton, just knowing her. But it's not gonna be like, oh, it's not gonna be like 3 people. It might be like 10-ish, maybe.
I mean, I think even tagging the jewelry would have been night
Yeah.
and day for me. Like, had I
Okay.
spent an hour and a half tagging the jewelry,
Okay.
or getting a few catalogs from Jim.
Make you a list. Make you a list that you can refer back to when they ask you a price, and then you got it.
Okay.
Well, the problem is, so what I like to do is I just bring my iPad that'll hopefully arrive, and bring my iPad, and they bring me up the customer order that you printed out from the back office. I had told you that. So you've got their address, everything you want. They want you build her cart for her, boom, and you just click secure checkout. So the problem, Carrie, is that you're busy checking out people, and you can't respond to how much things are, and they don't know the
like
names.
before they start checking out, when they're sitting around and you don't have a catalog, and they go, "Well, how much is that?"
Well,
You know,
invariably there's somebody immediately ready to check out.
Could she make a list that she could pass around? A price list to pass around?
Well, if they had the thing, I mean, then you might as well have the jewelry tagged, because they don't
Yeah.
know the names of the jewelry. If you
Oh,
just
you're
say
right.
electric,
Yeah.
which one is electric?
Yeah.
Right. You're
So
right.
get some catalogs from Jen, and just having a few catalogs and having the jewelry tagged.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I can do it. It'll be good.
Yes, you can.
Now,
It
Jill,
was so fun. Go ahead.
you just let everyone just play in your jewelry?
Yes.
Oh,
I bring alcohol, little swab pads, the ones like you would use if you were testing your
yes.
blood sugar, so that they can clean off the earring posts. And I just asked them, clean off the post before you put it back on the cart.
Oh, okay. Oh, that
you
sounds
want them, because the jewelry comes to life when somebody puts it on.
Well,
the
I
table,
just passed it around the room, like in a tray, and passed it around.
When we did premiere, we always did that. We always told them put it on, because the idea was if they put it on, they was gonna like it, love it, bond with it, and want it.
Okay. Well, yeah,
And then-
that sounds good.
everyone's staring at everyone from across the room, and I'm like, I don't have to sell it. You saw it on Susie wearing that chic necklace and how cute it looked on Susie's outfit. Oh yeah, definitely get them to put the jewelry on.
Have you
For
ever
sure.
had stuff come up missing?
Yes.
Okay.
And it only one time was it purposeful in 28 years. So otherwise it's the quick phone call. It's the phone call of, oh my gosh, Jill, I went home with your earrings. I'm so sorry. Hey, do you want to buy them? You can Venmo me. So.
And to piggyback on that, like Jill said, because of course I've been in for 25. So going back to the premiere days, and I would tell them, because that's how we were doing with home shows. I tell them, I say, I'm telling you that if you leave with my jewelry, the alarms are going to go off on this house. And most of the time, like Jill said, if they forgot, they call and say, oh my God, I got her jewelry on. But only, I'd say 2 or 3 times that something purposefully walked off my table in 25 years.
Oh, good. Okay.
Because
Yeah,
you
I
have
do
an
tell 'em,
idea of what's on your table. You kind of know what you got.
Right.
Well, and you're in her friend's home. Like you're not, Now, I don't treat it the same thing at a vendor event like that. You have no connection with the people there, but they're her friends, and I do tell them, I'm like, oh, no worries, there's an alarm detector, there's a metal detector at the door.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they all laugh. Oh my goodness, girls. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here on the front porch. We are going to have a fabulous, fabulous July. We will meet next Wednesday as well. I will tell you though, I will be backpacking, my first backpacking trip ever through the wilds of northern Idaho. So Jen, pray for me we don't run into too many bears. No bears.
Well, I hope you're not planning on dialing in while you're backpacking because you're not going to have service.
Yeah, exactly. No, so I will not be here next Wednesday. But you guys are still going to meet. I'll get Dana to cover y'all. Still cheer each on, encourage each other, and then I think we're going to meet over Sparkle. Like I was debating on it. I'm like, you know what? Let's just keep the ideas flowing and rolling. I'll meet with you from the pool in Knoxville, and we can keep it's a work day in Knoxville anyway. So it is going to be a fabulous month, you guys. I'm so excited. And Bree, welcome to the club, my friend. I will add you to our messenger chat as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty, girls. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you. Well,
Bye.
I'll see you tomorrow at our huddle. Bye, guys.
Take care.